Hello, visitors and viewers and people alike. I'm doing a much overdue or long overdue update on for the channel and shit, I guess. And it's like the middle of winter right now, so the setup has changed a little bit, so I'll just show you. I'm currently doing a partial suspension rebuild, so hopefully you guys can see it. Just get this out. Alright, shit. Okay, so yeah, I'm replacing the bushings. So the upper control arm there, it's actually getting replaced in all, because when I was undoing it, or I don't know what I was doing, but I cut the boot, so now that ball joint is pretty much useless. So yeah, I have an extra one in my car. So right now I'm basically just waiting on parts. I believe the only parts I need are just some bushings, because I'm doing a polyurethane replacement in the rear. And yeah, I'm hoping that'll make a bit of a difference. It'll definitely be a lot stiffer. Hopefully not too stiff though. Like, we'll see. And yeah, I put on my sway bar. Yeah, right. It handles pretty good now, I would say. That and the combination with the Firestone tires really makes a big difference. But currently, I'm not on the BBS wheels and Firestone tires right now. I am instead on my Core Racing wheels. Yeah, you can see that. And just on the Nokian WRG3s for all year round. So on the Volvo, it's been having a little bit of a rough time lately. So yeah, the Volvo is my main mode of transportation now that my car is getting fixed. I have to drive the Volvo, and it's like been really cold recently, and it's been having a lot of troubles with starting in the winter in the cold. But yeah, there's something that's making it a little bit harder to start. I mean, it's not too bad. It kind of differs. It's a lot better than it was. So yeah, we might be getting rid of it, because yeah, it's been having a few issues. So yeah, there's the hub carrier. Put one of the bushings in. This is the polyurethane, and this is the only bushing I'm waiting on, so I have one for the other side. The bushing that was in the kit for the rear suspension, it just kind of like wasn't there. I mean, there was another bushing, but it was like a lot smaller, and like the type of like the original stock one that came was actually there was no bushing in it. It was actually a ball joint. It was a really weird design. Yeah, this is it right here. And I mean, as you can see, that's definitely not a bushing. It's a fucking ball joint. So yeah, it kind of can move it around a little bit. But yeah, I guess it gets pressed out and replaced by a bushing. I mean, there's not very much, like, I'm hoping, like, based on what the kit said and everything, because like you can see like the ball joint in the instructions in the kit. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to see that. So hopefully it ends up being a safe replacement. If not, I probably have to buy a whole new hub carrier, because I'm not thinking that Subaru like has those replacement parts. So yeah, I don't know. Also replacing in the front the control arms. the ones that came with the car were pretty messed up. Like, they had these welds, some of the worst welds I've ever seen. I don't know how the hell Subaru thought it was a good idea to, like, put those control arms on the car. So I got a replacement one here. I'll show you. So yeah, this is it right here. It's a whole lot nicer. It's just this aluminum one. So yeah, it's got the new just rubber bushings. And this bushing right here, it was just like on the stock control arms. It was just dry rotted to shit. It was destroyed. So yeah, like, we were just doing some preventative maintenance to alleviate any potential troubles that could become a problem. Yeah, I just decided to do the rear bushings as well, because I figured why not, but in retrospect, it's probably more hassle than it's worth, to be perfectly honest with you, because to give you a good idea of like what I've, how much I've done, I guess most of this was just waiting for parts, and just pretty much everything that could go wrong with this project has gone wrong. So yeah, I started this project, I started the front control arm on the driver's side, like December 21st or something, and I'm not even finished the, doing the bushings on, and control arms on the rear here. Yeah, I still, like, I know what to do, so it's gonna go faster, but like, at the same time, it's been a really long time since I've driven my car. I've got a couple things that I'm putting in while I'm doing this project. So the first one, I'm probably the most excited about. I'll just get this out without fucking anything up. Okay. Alright. This is a WRX spoiler. It also came on standard Imprezas, but yeah, it's just that like small lip spoiler, and it's got a LED brake light on that, so I'll have to wire that up. And yeah, I'm just gonna have to drill into there. I'm gonna need some help with that so I don't fuck it up, from someone who has more experience than I do with that type of thing. And yeah, that's just one little addition, which I hope will make a difference in the aesthetics. I know it's probably not going to do anything for downforce, because I'm not going to be going fast enough for that to make a difference. But yeah, just aesthetics. And yeah, also, I've done doing some wiring here, and putting in new speakers, actually, probably. I'm also going to do a little bit of an overhaul, ooh, shit, that could have been bad, for my sound system, because if you Subaru guys, if there's any other Subaru guys out there, they may know what I'm talking about, but particularly, at least my generation, I don't know if I can say the same. I've ridden in it, actually I think the only other Subaru Impreza generations I've personally like had a ride in were the Blob-Eye generations, WRX and a standard Impreza 2.5 RS. And I mean, I think their stereos were a little bit better than mine, but yeah, like with my new head unit, or not new, I've had it for over a year, but with the aftermarket head unit and stuff, I bought new speakers to kind of, I guess, alleviate some of the shittiness. So I'll be putting in new speakers with some Dynamat to get rid of the buzz, like, from bass.
Dirty, dirty, stinking big, dirty, stinking bass, dirty, stinking bass, big, dirty, stinking bass, 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 bass,
or whatever, and just make it sound a lot better. And another thing is, I'm gonna be mounting my 2 amps, the amp for my subwoofer and the amp for the speakers, the 2-channel. But the biggest thing I'm worried about with the car is a couple months ago it started doing this weird ass like clutch squeaking noise, where like you would, if you pushed in the clutch, it would the squeaking would stop, but when you pulled it out, it would just like squeak pretty continuously. So I asked my father about that because I know a little bit about transmissions, but not anything to like really diagnose it myself. So yeah, we checked it out, and we hope it's just like an easy fix. It might even be the main bearing in the transmission. If that's the case, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen, because I already replaced the transmission on this car, like, yeah, over a year ago with a 21 from a 2010, and then it was actually the main problem was the center diff in the transmission, and it was like had shit metal parts just like sheared off, and also my gears were all messed up. My gears, they were all like just fucked basically. Sorry if I'm not being very eloquent, but they were fucked. I'm hoping that will be fixed and I won't have to buy a new car or anything. I think that's pretty much it. I don't really think there's anything else to talk about. And by the way, if you guys want to see more of this car, or I guess any of the other cars on the channel, but mainly my car, feel free to follow my Instagram account, because I have one of those at bongo_cars. Jeez. Yeah, just, I mean, you don't have to, but it would be greatly appreciated if you have Insta of the gram.